How's it going? This is Hoiman, and this week I'm feeling pretty tired. So first off, I did actually manage to go see my doctor's appointment, and fortunately it was an actual face-to-face appointment. So I went there and just spoke to the nurse just to kind of update them on my mental health, and yeah, I basically just told her the truth. Just told her that some days I'm feeling quite low and really depressed, but for the most part my mood has been somewhat stable, and then just kind of updating her on my binge eating habits, what I do throughout the day to kind of occupy myself, and just various other questions really. And I think overall it went okay. So at least I was able to see the doctor finally after many errors with the booking. So overall I think it went okay. And then after the doctors, me and my mum actually went to this nature reserve for a little walk. And this nature reserve actually is right behind where my old college used to be back in 2006 through to 2010. And quite a lot of times during lunchtime, I like to go to that nature reserve for a little walk with my friends and even have lunch there. But since I finished college, I've not really been to that nature reserve until now really, so it's been quite a good decade since I've been there. And overall, the place has kind of changed quite a lot in terms of the road being a lot cleaner, and then overall the area just feels a lot more tidier than before. And overall it felt very nostalgic for me, because it was just kind of going through those parks and then just kind of reliving my memories of back then really. And it was nice to go out for a walk with my mum to that park as well, so overall I quite enjoyed it. It was quite tiring since there's a lot of hills here and there, but overall I still enjoyed the walk. And then this week I also ordered myself a lot of these Rubik's Cube toys as well. I mentioned in previous videos that I enjoyed playing with these Rubik's toys, just kind of because it kind of distracts me and kind of keeps my mind kind of busy as well. And I feel that overall it does help me. So I bought a set of them, and a lot of them look really difficult and challenging, but hopefully it will keep me busy for a long time to come. And yeah, overall I hope to have fun with them in the future. Before the majority of the week, I've still just been continuing with my book mostly. So I'm currently writing through chapter 13, which is very near the end of the book now in terms of where the story is, and I also did some drawings for it as well. And I can't really show them just because they're quite spoiler heavy for the book. But overall, the book is going slow but well, I feel. There have been some days which I felt really awful in myself and just overall just really sad and depressed, and I can't really pinpoint exactly why. And that's the thing with mental health, is that your mood can just change really drastically for no reason at all really. Doesn't really necessarily need to be something that triggers it or anything. So for this week, some days I felt really low and depressed, so I just kind of did the usual thing and just kind of stayed in my room and just kind of isolated myself really. I suppose there was a day where I was feeling really low, but instead of staying in my room I decided to go out for a little walk. And yeah, I think overall it kind of helped a little bit, but not really that much. But apart from those days, for the most part my mood has been pretty stable for the most part, so I suppose that is something to be positive about. And I suppose another thing that really gets me down as well is just all the OCD that I have to go through every day, all the time, and all the intrusive thoughts that are always clouding my head and just really telling me a lot of negative things and just really brings me down. So I suppose those things have a factor in my mood as well. But overall this week, some days were pretty bad, but for the most part it's been pretty stable. Nothing really comes to mind. Well, since the weather has been quite warm this week, and hopefully quite warm and with nice sunshine next week as well, I suppose I'd just like to go out for more walks really, and then probably throw some boomerang as well. But other than that, just continue with my book and see how it goes as the days come by. As a last thing I like to mention, I'm aware that for many videos now I've been pretty much talking about the same thing, and because of lockdown I haven't really been able to go out or anything like that, so I understand every video is starting to sound a bit repetitive. So to change it up a bit, I'd actually like to ask you, my viewers, to ask me any question you want, be it regarding my mental health or any hobbies I like, just anything you can think of. Just ask me in the comments down below and then I'll be sure to answer them in the next video. So I guess that's pretty much it for this week, so hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. That's it for this video. My name is Hoiman, and please consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. And remember, always look forward, keep hope alive, and remember, you're somebody.